All right, man. We took a hard look at this opponent in our last two outings against them, and them making a conscientious effort to run the ball, and they ran it well on us in both outings. 50 plus carries they committed to in last year's game. 50 plus in 2017 as well. And so in today's practice and the preparation, our ability to fit the run, to tackle well, to do the things necessary to slow down the defending Conference USA champs is what we're charged to do. Our ability offensively to create touchdowns, to create first downs, to move the ball up and down the field. And in a day like today, it's never perfect. When you think about base down situations, an average game is 75, 80 snaps, 60 plus of those will be first and second down opportunities. And so you're full with exposing the kids to those things on this day, and you work it throughout the duration of the week. The great thing about a day like today is that although not perfect in everything that we asked, the effort was perfect. The energy was perfect. Their mindset and being intellectually locked in to understand the technique required, not just to play the play, but to win. That this is my assignment and this is how I do my assignment that advantages me. Our team did that today. Our team got better today. I like the first step in this week's preparation.
Coach Sincere McCormick kind of emerged as a feature back for you guys. Is that surprising 5 games into his career?
Yeah, honestly, it's not, JJ, only because he's a guy that we identified early on. We got him here in January. He started early when most high school guys were still in high school and not getting here till June or July. He started his process early on, went through an entire spring, went through an entire summer, a fall camp, and had a readiness of expectation of what to do on the field and how to conduct this business off the field. So maturity beyond his years because he's been exposed to it earlier than most freshmen. We're not surprised. We expected it from him, and we'll let his growth process continues as we go along here.
Frank, what does he have? I mean, obviously, I know you identified him early on, and of course, we saw him at Judson all those years as a freshman starting and stuff. What does he do well?
All the intangibles that you look for at the running back position. A guy who's instinctive, a guy who is tough, a guy who has vision, have great feet, that understands how to be patient, how to accelerate, and when he gets to the second level and beyond, have enough speed to go the distance, and that they're all not 30, 40-yard gains, that to lower my pads and run between the tackles with knee drive to pick it up the tough 3, 4, 5 yards at times is okay as well. And so those are the things that young guys usually struggle with because they believe every play is a home run. And so they start becoming east and west runners running sideways opposed to north and south where you can split 2 defenders. They try to outrun them because they've done it their entire life when the reality is to get vertical. And so I just think he have a lot of natural things at the running back position you look for that allows him to advantage himself.
This UAB team's pretty good at stopping the run. What do you see on film from those guys?
They're very good up front. Those 2 inside guys, 90 and 1. One is he's won this year. I think he was 44 last year and another number the year before. But he is a very good football player for them. A second team, honorable mention, all-conference player. 90 is a new guy for him. He's about 325 pounds, but Fair is his last name. But he's extremely agile and create ruckus. They change the line of scrimmage. They play on offensive side of the ball. From that standpoint, they got 2 long guys on the edge who are good players, and their backers are good players. They create turnovers. Just last week against Rice, they had 4 turnovers in that one game. Fumble recoveries, I think they have maybe 8, 9 on the year. So they've had a knack for getting the ball loose and creating opportunities for their offense. And probably that's their greatest attribute. And they got size on the edge. Their corners are long, 6'2", 6 foot. guys that can cover well.
How about Lowell? How's he coming along?
He's doing well. He's growing day by day. Each day is a better day for him. The more he's exposed to it, the more reps he gets, the better he becomes. And I think that's the main focus when you look at things. As long as we do the things that we ask of our players, we'll be all right. We can't control UAB. They'll do what they do. We'll put our kids in position to make those plays. When they're in position, we'll have to execute them. And so our attention becomes us. Let's look at us. Let's reflect that on us. Let's look in the mirror and see how we improve ourselves. And that's our call to duty for us to accomplish.
Is Frank coming to the practices? Is he here, mentally engaged and stuff and all that?
Yeah, he's here.
Frank, and can you say, just because he's from here and everywhere I go, some people ask me, what is this injury? I mean, without getting specific, you can't disclose
There's
his
HIPAA
injury?
laws that don't allow
Okay,
me
all right.
to do that.
So I just wanted you to go on record on that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does the 100th game in program history, does that number hold any extra meaning this weekend, Coach?
Yeah, here's the number, 1. We need this one. The 100th game is important for our university, for our program. But I got to be honest with you, we want this one. We celebrate the number every day, and the number is 1. We need this one this week against the defending conference championship, and it is the most precious number for us. The 100th is a beautiful thing for our university, but the one that we need on Saturday is the most important number.
You can even a record too, so that makes it kind of neat, right?
Whatever. We want this one this Saturday.
Uno, yeah, one.
Coach, yesterday you talked about how you moved Coach Rollins down to the field. What were some of the takeaways, and how did you think that worked out for you guys?
I thought, in both cases, it gives Coach Rollins, he's a hands-on guy that's able to look into the eyes of the defensive players and give them not just a schematic advantage of what we are trying to accomplish, but an emotional one as well. It's an emotional sport that we play. We're an emotional being, period. And so I think his presence down there allows our guys to play with an extra oomph about themselves. His first 2 years he served down with me on the sidelines, and I just wanted to get back to something that had been very good for us in the past. Coach Castle went up. He had been down. Our first 2 years, he was up, and we took him back down this year and wanted to get back to something that had been very successful for us. And again, when we talk about reflecting and self-study of ourselves, it's not just the team, it's the staff as well, and that was what was done during the bye week. And so we did so on Saturday, and I thought it helped us. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Frank.